Azov Scout Unit. At first light, the unit moves in to take full control of the Toretsk area, where heavy fighting is happening. The goal is to fully capture this important village. But this is not an easy job. Russian forces are in every broken house and bunker in the village, a gray zone. That's why every spot must be checked. The first contact is very close. The first zone is clear, but new reports say Russian soldiers are there. Yes, Russian soldiers hiding in cover were spotted at a key point. The first contact is over, but the Ukrainian unit has been seen.
Я 300. Парни, я отхожу, я 300, парни.
The operation continues until every single point is secured. This is the most important rule for these soldiers. 10 grenades can be dropped in an area if necessary. The mission is not considered complete until the area is cleared. Ukrainian units are continuing highly detailed searches, noting that Russian forces have been using buildings in the area as command centers, trenches, and hiding spots. Ruined houses and damaged high-rise buildings are highly valuable for urban warfare in the region. We see one of the clearest examples of this in the footage from the helmet-mounted camera. The Azov unit, spread across the area in small groups, noticed some activity. The soldiers began advancing into the area quickly and silently. It was reported shortly thereafter that units in the area had captured a Russian reconnaissance soldier. A phone and intelligence information were recovered from the Russian soldier. The Azov brigade will soon encounter a large Russian unit.
Russian troops are found inside the broken house, and close combat starts. The soldiers must clear the inside completely. The plan to go in is now underway.
According to reports, a group of 3 or 4 Russian soldiers has taken up positions inside. It is reported that while one group provided covering fire, 3 soldiers entered the premises. Finally, as I mentioned, they withdrew from the area after taking security precautions. However, small groups of Russians are present in almost all of the surrounding buildings. The units want to clear the area and withdraw safely. Close quarters combat has intensified sharply. Heavy exchange of fire is ongoing. Every area is being checked down to the finest detail. Both sides are actually quite exhausted. In these types of operations, the experience and training of the troops come to the forefront. Only the final and most critical houses remain in the area that has been largely cleared. Ukrainian troops want to search every single spot to ensure it is safe, because as I mentioned, the area constitutes a vital defensive line. Why is this area so important for the troops? Because it offers natural cover. The roads are narrow, making it very difficult for armored vehicles to enter. The terrain is highly suitable for concealment or establishing defensive positions. At this stage of the operation, incremental advances in the village itself are of great importance. Consequently, an analysis of the helmet camera footage clearly reveals the level of detail with which every point is examined. This area offers significant protection not only against close quarters engagement, but also against drones. Different components of the Azov brigade are deployed in the Toretsk region. While the first team began operations, the second team noticed that Russian forces in a different area of Toretsk had surrounded a house and were commanding it. The command building has been spotted by a drone. However, the infantry must pass by numerous ruined houses to reach the area. Bear in mind that each of these houses serves as a shelter, a defensive position, or a command center. In other words, most of the ruins are occupied. For this reason, the ruined buildings and their surroundings are being meticulously searched one by one. Activity and Russian teams are being spotted outside. The Russian command center, monitored by a drone, was destroyed during this process without any intense engagement. Upon the destruction of the ruined trench, the units mobilize for a rapid raid on the area. The objective is to encircle the target. The ruined Russian command building is surrounded. The objective is not to engage in direct close quarters combat. Instead, the plan is to wear down the defenders with explosive ordnance and then storm the building in a surprise raid. The goal is to avoid casualties.
Сюда.
However, both options happen suddenly. Watch this place carefully. and the final steps of the raid are being completed with a second-hand grenade.
Контроль, контроль.
And 3.
Это внутри дома было.
Believing the target has been cleared, the soldiers cautiously begin entering the ruined buildings. While the clearing of targets is being confirmed, each room and the surrounding area continue to be searched one by one. This process provides a clear example of why soldiers should not engage in direct close quarters combat immediately. The golden rule of operations is first wear them down, then encircle them, and finally finish them off. The operation was completed, and it was determined that a large number of Russian troops had been neutralized. During the process, the Azov brigade discovered booby traps within the buildings. Once intelligence had been gathered from the area, the ruined zone itself lost its strategic importance, as any room in any house could contain a trap. Consequently, systematically searching the remaining houses would not have been a logical course of action. Nevertheless, houses that had served as Russian command centers were destroyed using explosive ordnance. The Azov brigade reported that the operation had been successfully concluded without sustaining any casualties. The third sector of the major simultaneous operation in Toretsk, the final and most critical sector. As the simultaneous operation commenced, soldiers began advancing deep into the village toward the area containing a critical Russian trench. Activity has already been detected at the house located at the coordinates provided by intelligence.
Опа. Давай, пішов перший.
Every point is once again being checked and scanned one by one. The house identified by intelligence is clear. However, shortly afterwards, soldiers discover a bunker.
Що там є щось?
Very critical information is being obtained from the local population. This is very important.
Ви не хочете? Не хочете? А чого? В смысле? Я заходив. Покажи мені, де що, як, до чого. А? Да, покажи мені, будь ласка. Кавка до мене. Добрий день, не лякайтеся. Ви тут самі? Тихо, тихо, маленько.
Following the information gathered and questions asked, the soldiers are mobilizing once again to conduct a more thorough sweep of the area. This is because reports reaching the Azov brigade indicate that Russian units are using shelters belonging to the local population, hence the detailed searches and questioning.
Тільки з поворотом. Продовжуємо далі.
You will soon understand why conducting a detailed search of the area is so important. Follow our analysis carefully. Warehouses and shelters were searched one by one, and they turned up empty. But this time, it's not empty. a result of the operation, control of the area was secured using explosive munitions before close quarters contact was established. Meanwhile, Russian soldiers stationed in the bunker surrendered without engaging in combat.
Сюда ползи, ко мне ползи! Ползи ко мне, быстро!
Да, вот выпал сегодня 300-й.
Ко мне ползи тоже, давай! Третий где? Двое. Ко мне, давайте, быстрей! Быстрей! Все, вставайте! Проходите вперед! Давайте, быстрее, убивать вас не будем.
Following the surrender of the Russian soldiers, the bunker where they had been hiding and which they had used as a defensive position is being thoroughly searched.
Вот аптечка есть. Вот аптечка.
Ага. Да сейчас я подивлюсь, що в них тут є вообще. Ось ще одна аптечка.
Да, двое. Давайте, парни. Добро пожаловать в плен. Заходим сюда в подвал. Давайте быстріше. А що з глазом? Я глаз на місці, старий? Не на місці, заходь в подвал. Давайте ниже. Вас никто убивать уже не будет, типа. Дальше можешь пройти? Ну пройди дальше, старый. Сейчас тебе помогу. Вас двое пришло тільки?
The ruins and dilapidated houses in the area naturally form a defensive position. Soldiers utilize these spots to remain unseen, take cover, or set up ambushes. However, one of the village's key advantages is the presence of deep shelters beneath the houses. These shelters fully meet the need for protection against drones and close quarters combat, as well as the need for concealment and refuge. Consequently, the side that secures control of the area effectively gains the advantage of a natural defensive line.
Садик иду.
Every area continues to be searched in detail, as intelligence reports indicate the presence of Russian soldiers in the region. The number of Russian soldiers surrendering does not match the intelligence reports, and the reason for this soon becomes apparent.
Там где низ завала получается, туди поклади. Бабах!
As the inspected Russian bunkers are being destroyed in a controlled manner, the importance of intelligence information becomes evident once again.
Выходите с поднятыми руками и без оружия! Или мы сейчас туда, ребят, пару гранат к вам закинем, как принял, ребят? Выходите с поднятыми руками и без фокусов! Или мы туда вам еще одну закинем ТМ-ку! Руками!
10 секунд у вас!
Без оружия! Останетесь живые! Быстрее! Подожди! С поднятыми руками! С поднятыми! Руки вверх! Руки! Вторая!
As indicated, and based on intelligence, 3 additional Russian soldiers were seen surrendering and emerging from the final bunker. Had these bunkers been entered without proper caution, the outcome could have been drastically different. Small towns are the settings where urban combat is most intense, as every angle, beside, beneath, to the left, and to the right of every stone must be checked. Booby traps, bunkers, and natural cover present significant hazards for soldiers. Following the operation, a critical village, or rather a vital defensive line in the Toretsk sector has come entirely under Ukrainian control. Throughout this process, our analysis has repeatedly highlighted the crucial importance of having experienced and well-trained troops. We look forward to reading your views and analyses in the comments section.
Все, давай, только в темпе. Забрали автомат и радейку.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for this type of POV camera analysis. You can support us by liking the video and leaving a comment. Wishing you all a wonderful day. See you next time.